Good morning dear students. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important property of lubricating oil, that is viscosity. You know what is viscosity? It is the force which does not allow a liquid to flow easily. And we know we have so many examples with us. Oils, they flow not a bit easily. Okay, so we can say that they have high viscosity. Water can flow easily, it means it has less viscosity. Okay. Now let us discuss about the viscosity of lubricating oils. Thick and viscous lubricating oils, they have high viscosity, and thin lubricating oils have low value of viscosity. Now this viscosity of lubricating oil can be measured with the help of so many viscometers. We have kinematic viscometers, we have Seibold viscometer. Generally in Asian countries, we use redwood viscometer to find out the viscosity of lubricating oils. So let us see the diagram of this redwood viscometer. This redwood viscometer is of two types, redwood viscometer 1 and redwood viscometer 2. Both have same construction, bit differences are there that we will be discussing later. See, this is the general diagram of redwood viscometer. It has a large container, and inside that container it has a cup. This cup is holding the lubricating oil which we are going to test for its viscosity. So this is the cup in which we will be pouring our lubricating oil. This is the pointer up to which we have to pour the lubricating oil. Now this is the agate, this rod that you can see, it is valve rod. What is the function of this valve rod? Actually, this cup is having an aperture or a jet or an orifice, you can say, hole you can say, from where this lubricating oil pours down, drips down. Now, if you don't want to check the down of lubricating oil, then with the help of this valve rod, we can this aperture or this jet will be closed. Okay. So when we are not testing, we don't want the lubricating oil to fall down, we will close this jet with the help of this valve rod. If we want to open, then we will keep aside this valve rod, just shift it, then the hole will be open and our oil will be dropping down. So in this way, in this oil cup, we will be pouring our lubricating oil in which would be tested for viscosity. Now two thermometers are there. One is there in the oil cup. Another thermometer is kept in the outer container of the oil cup, where it is surrounded by water. Means here is a water jacket which is surrounding this oil cup. Okay. So this was about the construction. Now let us come. This oil cup which is having a jet from which the oil comes down. From this jet, this oil comes down and it is collected in a flask that is known as Colruyt flask. Okay. This jet is known as agate jet. It means it is simply a hole, or you can say orifice. Now, how to test the viscosity of lubricating oil? What we will do? We will be pouring the oil with whose viscosity has to be tested up to this point. When we will be pouring, this jet will be closed with the help of this valve rod. When we want to test the viscosity, what we will do? We will keep aside this, or we will remove this valve rod. This jet will be open and our oil will come down. We have to find the time in seconds. Means how much time is required for this oil to come down fully. For this is the capacity of 50 ml oil. So how much time in seconds is required for this 50 ml oil to collect down in this Colruyt flask that is noted down, and that will be the viscosity of that lubricating oil. Now you will say, what is the use of this outer jacket? This outer jacket is used when we want to find out the viscosity of this oil at elevated temperature. Elevated temperature means we can find out the viscosity at room temperature, then we can heat it till 40 degrees centigrade, then 50, then 60, then 70. So at many elevated temperature we can find out the viscosity of this same oil. And definitely what will happen? The viscosity will decrease as the temperature will increase. Okay. So this was about the Redwood viscometer. Now in the starting of lecture I told you that Redwood viscometer is of two types, Redwood viscometer 1 and Redwood viscometer 2. So what is the difference between Redwood viscometer 1 and 2? The main difference is that Redwood viscometer 1 is used to find out the viscosity of thick oils, and Redwood viscometer 2 is used to find out the viscosity of thick oils. Redwood viscometer 1 for thin oils and Redwood viscometer 2 for thick oils. Okay. And one more difference is there. I have told you this hole or agate jet, you can, this agate jet or orifice or hole is there. Okay. In Redwood viscometer 1, the diameter of this jet is 1.62 mm, and in Redwood viscometer 2 the diameter of this jet or hole is 3.8 mm. This is the second difference. Third difference is this whole tube from where this oil comes down. This tube's length is also different in both of these Redwood viscometers. In Redwood viscometer 1, this length is 10 mm, and in Redwood viscometer 2, this length is 15 mm. These were the major difference. One more difference is there. The mouth of this Kohlrausch flask is less wide in Redwood viscometer 1, and this mouth is broad in Redwood viscometer 2. So a better difference. So these were the differences in Redwood viscometer 1 and 2. And in this way, as I have told you the process, we can find out the viscosity of any lubricating oil at a particular temperature with the help of this Redwood viscometer. So this was all about how to find out the viscosity of a lubricating oil with the help of Redwood viscometer. In our next lecture, we will be looking for some more properties of lubricating oil. Till then, have a nice day.